When you did a day before weigh-in?
The day before weigh-in in New York, I didn't even know I could have this much energy in terms of just... compared to being truly dehydrated.
Now, going on that, the amateurs, Chris said something, and I put it on my latest posts, the segment specifically of him saying this, because it's so beautiful and so important for us to realize. When I was younger, all I was worried about was being undefeated like my teammates, and I need to be the best, and I need to be an undefeated amateur champion, and then I'll go pro, right? Little did I know, like, I hate the saying, we don't lose, we learn, you don't lose, you learn, because it's bullshit. You learn, you lose, you fucking lose. And I lost one, but it was so valuable. I learned how to fight against a short fighter, which paid off my championship fight.
First off, those sayings only apply to people that win.
100%.
That only applies to people that win. So if you fucking
or win
lose,
later,
right?
You lose and then go back and win.
If you're able to, like I said,
you can't just lose and learn and then quit.
Yes, you can call that a winner though.
Exactly.
Point, right?
Exactly.
You are who you are for you got here, or you learn from that mistake. But people that don't fucking learn and they want to keep saying, "Oh well, no, you didn't lose, you learned."
Yeah.
Nah, but redundant as what I say with those sayings.
But losing, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but for your first fight, again, up a weight, a title fight. You are dominating, and then he gets you with a guillotine. You learn, damn, I have to be more careful with my takedowns.
What was the L word you used though?
Lose?
No, the first one you did
Learn?
Yes, learn.
You learned a shit ton.
I learned, bro.
100%. 100%.
I mean, I can't not take that as an L besides it being on my record in context, and that is for me to look at. So if anybody else wants to look at it and ask me and have their opinion about it, you can.
You can.
But like I said, it's the byproduct of what I am anyway.
Exactly,
context, so.
and it's helped me get to this fight,
right?
right? So with mine, I learned so many valuable things. How to change your fight against a shorter fighter, because you got to change it up.
Yeah.
You can't fight the same way against a tall guy, as a short guy, as a thick, strong guy, as a skinny guy. It just don't work. Right. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. So that paid off in the championship fight. I learned what I don't want to fight in PA until it's pro because fuck 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
I'm not a sprinter. I'm a marathoner. I can go 5.5s.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we'll go 5.5.
Yeah.
But
2-minute rounds like smoker, you might as well go box.
Bro, I might as well get a takedown.
Gym,
right? Yeah, I might as well get a takedown. Hold on.
It's a wrestling match.
Now I learned one of the biggest things I also learned was I don't want to have a day before weigh-in, make 125, 130, 135, and then bulk as much as I can between that time and my fight, because I felt sluggish and slow and fat.
Right.
To be honest, fat.
And
other people go, how do you feel fat? You're not fat. I know I'm not fat, bitch. But I felt that way because I just was told,
now,
the pros.
Now your feelings are not valid, Sam, but my feelings are valid before because in my opinion, right?
Right.
It's when people want to pick and choose what they want to project on people as well as like
100%.
what they understand, right?
And make excuses for us. Why are you gonna? If I'm sitting here saying I lost, or I'm sitting here saying I was wrong, or if I'm sitting here saying I was an idiot for something, why are you going to say no? You did. No. You got scumbagged. You got scumbagged by the judges.
Don't need no pat in the back.
You're not an idiot.
Don't need no excuses for me. Don't need any of it, bro.
Don't need your sympathy.
For myself, right?
No sympathy for the devil, bro. I don't need none. I don't need none. But it's it's just the mindset that people, I guess, really don't understand. But it's important to talk about because I want people here because they look at us and they want to know what's going on in our heads when we're walking into a cage. They want to know what's going on in our heads when we have so many conversations with them. Probably, I can only imagine people in South Jersey are like, "Oh, Sammy is like always talkative, but it's fight camp and he has to cut weight. And he's not talking to no one. He looks pissed." So there's so many things, there's so many emotions and things going on through a fight camp and things you're experiencing.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, bro. But it's really an add-on at this point because the last time I seen you in fight camp wearing all the layers and things, I'm like, yeah, Sam's on his shit.
He's on his shit. He's on his shit. Like it's time.
So if anybody's watching, Sam is on his shit. So if you want to learn anything, watch Sam on his shit. Yeah.
Watch us come in with
layers.
Because
he's going to learn from what's going to happen from that. There's going to be a byproduct of all the work that he's put in.
100%.
The result of that. But I could see that in context.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's something, just to end on a good note with it, before I ask you one more question, there's something that happens, I felt like, in my, not only maturity from first fight to the latest fights, but also just from the beginning of a camp to the fight approaching, where I told someone, I said, my mindset, I've now decided I want it to switch from like it's not like there is no nice, like there is nothing nice about me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go in there and fucking hurt you. I look forward to the day we can throw elbows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to cut and bleed and puncture and bruise.
Could you imagine what would have happened in the last fight if I was able to throw elbows to him right there?
Exactly. So, like, we want to go in there and fucking... We're cool afterwards, but all that matters is this fight. All that matters is... So there's a mindset shift that has to occur. If your mindset, if you're fighting us, and your mindset has not shifted to you want to fucking hurt me, and you will hurt me and my family if you need to.
All right, you know what's crazy? And that
you're
really
wrong.
Elevates exactly what I think in general anyway. Because if anybody opposes me, and is more so not a oppose me, not in like a rebuttal sense, or we're going back and forth.
Yeah, not an argument. We're talking like you
opposing me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people know what that means. I don't gotta talk no more after that.
I just don't think you know what that means.
Yeah.
Right. So
a lot of more salient actions that will have to do with that.
And that makes me think of something again, kind of overplayed on TikTok and things like that. But it's true, and I always thought you'd like this. If they stand behind you, protect them. If they stand beside you, which I look at my family. If they stand behind you, protect them. I look at my teammates, Chris, you, Mike, Soto, all the guys. They stand beside you. Fight with them. Like protect, like fight along them. If they stand in front of you,
almost everything applies in context of that.
Yeah,
right.
and when they stand in front of you, so now I picture the dude across from me in the cage. Show them no mercy.
Nothing. And
that's like the trio right there. Like you're either stand behind me, alongside me, or in front of me. But just know where you're choosing.
And so even with all this information, whoever wants to oppose and be like, yeah, nah, I know everything. It's just like shit. I'm gonna open up your head to see what you really learned.
Let's see what you really learned.
Let's see what you learned.
Well, speaking of opening up dudes' heads, what is the future for Hercules right now?
I'll say right now, bro. Like I said, fighting is definitely an aspect of me. It's always been me. Okay. In that context.
But does that mean I'm looking to get another one fast because I didn't really take much damage, or hey, it's on my terms. I'm gonna decide when it's best in my life.
Yeah.
Or no later than this date. Like for me, I don't want to fight any later than March.
Before my birthday is the parameter, October 19th.
Okay, I should know that.
Yeah.
October 19th.
Yeah.
So we want to get like at least at the very latest a birthday win.
Yeah,
birthday beating.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Birthday, yeah.
But I know you guys, you only got to stick to that.
Yeah. No emphasis on any of it because, like I said, it's just step at a time, bro. I'm not in any rush to do anything.
It's on your terms at this point.
If this was 5 years ago, 4 years ago, things like that, it will be expedited.
Okay, yeah.
And I've proven that in terms of the consistency.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So that's where you want to look at the numbers and all things like that. That's what happens. But now I have to go fight Joe Schmo or some guy that wants to fight because he is struggling for whatever, or he wants to prove that he can beat me, things like that. It's not on his terms.
It's not on your terms. Yeah. You ain't gotta risk it.
I don't have to risk anything
for nothing.
Anybody else, bro.
I like that. It's kind of crazy just because you mentioned it to think. December 9th, 2017.
2017, yeah.
We debuted.
It's literally 2018 for
December. And then since that day, I have fought a 6th time as of last June for the title, but went away a lot. And you've had 8 fights.
8, I think.
No,
6,
no,
7,
8
9.
amateur and the pro debut, so 9 fights. And just where we're all at, like everybody's on that. Like, you've now made that little leap, like that little fall off the edge into pro, and, like, you got me and Chris and other guys, like, really looking forward. Mike's fighting for a flyweight title on June 10th.
Yeah, that's lit. You gotta get that dope.
And I'm like, you better win, bitch, because you better debut with me in the winter.
And the thing is that people need to follow that.
We gotta just keep it rolling.
People need to follow that. And it's not me saying, like, yo, we're recruiting people to follow that, but people have to be able to see the work being put in and be like, yo, it's not about that I want to be just like them, but it's like, I want to proceed them.
Believe in something, because you can't really, the average person can't achieve something unless they saw someone else achieve it first. And for me, for you, it was watching The Tough and all those episodes and fighters, and for me, it was seeing, right around Connor's reign of like Aldo and all them. Not that he was like the one, but I was watching Gaethje, I was watching all these guys. I'm like, yo, really can do this, right? So then, what's crazy is there are guys looking at us now, going like, I can do this. But come into the biggest piece of advice I would give anyone that wants to come into the room and train to be a successful fighter, not a fighter, a successful fighter, is analyze yourself and make sure you have the heart, the mindset, right, and the drive. If you have those three things, I will take you and turn you into a monster. If you're
an example of that is someone like Dennis Hickey. The first day I seen Dennis, I wanted him.
I feel you.
And as like I want to see what he is about.
Yes.
There was no sugarcoating in and be like, okay, you're off to the side doing this, and we're going to train you on this. He was doing that, which is part of the system and how the structure goes with, let's say, SJBJJ in general,
yes.
with the MMA team.
Yep.
But day one, if you can't walk in there and mix, I don't want you in the fucking room.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
It's been, it's rough recently, but
that's what I mean by the people that we've never seen before coming there. To be like, I want to put my head down and work.
Yeah.
If your chin is up and you can take a punch like that and work, do it too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
But there's a lot of work to be done.
From the first day,
don't come in a room or any room thinking that you have to prove something within that room in the context of like, what they call it, gym class heroes.
Gym class heroes, yeah. You just gotta prove to yourself, bro.
Yeah,
it's you ain't gotta prove like walking in there and like trying to go tit for tat with Torance
there's numbers on the board already.
Take down Chris or something like you know what I mean. I respect someone who comes in and puts the pressure on us, right? Because you show me you want it. But everybody kind of learns gym etiquette. Everybody learns.
Everybody should.
You don't. Or else you get.
Right?
Or else you get enforcers. Like you're an enforcer. Chris is an enforcer. Like the second someone starts acting a fool, it's like okay, here we go. Now I have to teach you. Like don't do that.
Yeah.
But not into any crazy amount, just to show you like I could do this anytime I want.
It's a minimum. It's a minimum thing.
But yeah, like the gym etiquette is such a big part of it. But I think if you can, you're correcting me because 4 things: the drive, the heart, the mindset, and the respect. Yeah, you can't come in acting like you're gonna knock everybody out.
Yeah, respect is something.
Because there's always gonna be someone.
It's like we walk into the mat and you don't bow before you walk in the mat. It's like
tells me your character.
Right? It tells me exactly
who you are.
Like what type of time you on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think about your time.
If we're about to do a drill and I'm the senior student and you're starting the drill off, like automatically just so anxious to do it. Yeah. You're not thinking enough to understand what the culture is and understand what the hierarchy, what we're talking about.
Yeah, you kind of walk onto the mat, bowing
like
in class.
Like you think it's given to you. You think that it's all given to you. Like, oh, it's my right and my privilege to do so just because I pay this much like that. You're not the first.
That's what I was about to say. Professor would rather you not pay this much a month and get out if you're going to be a negative aspect.
Have any negative connotation to it.
But yeah, it's funny because like you walk in, you bow into professor's class. You're on his time.
Yeah.
And on his schedule, on his word. And it's the same thing as if you walk into Brianna's starting class. Like if you walk in, you bow in. You're now on that person's time. You walk into wrestling practice, you're on Hunter's time or your high school wrestling coach's time, and that respect is so important because it is a huge part of martial arts. It is a huge part of fighting. And to be a successful fighter, I firmly believe you have to have all of it. What do you call it? A whole fighter, like a well-rounded fighter.
Yeah, well-rounded. Yeah.
You can't just be technically proficient, but not any of the other things. Timely and respectful and dedicated and have the mindset, have the heart. You can't have the heart and mindset, but lacking skill.
Right, you cannot.
You can't. So I like that you said that. Not if you
want to be a martial artist, like a complete martial artist, right? Without using the word complete. You want to be a real martial artist fighter, let alone a real student of what you call the game or any type of art you are trying to actually learn.
100%. Well, you've been a hell of a fighter. Obviously, you're going to keep going.
You already know.
Hell of a friend. Hell of a mentor. Hell of a teammate. And looking forward to October maybe.
Yeah.
We're on your time.
Yeah.
Hercules what are your, please say your social medias. Are you like at Hercules?
Yeah, at Hercules _260.
Okay.
I mean, I think most of them.
At Hercules _260.
_260. So that's Instagram. I mean, Torance LaCour. I mean, the name is out there in context. It just, you type it in.
You already know the name.
Yeah.
And then sponsors. Anybody you got big coming up right now? Or
I'm
gonna
say sponsors. Everybody that's on the team.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna put anybody.
Bro, Soju, or Coco Elite.
Yeah, Coco. They're all there though.
Coco Elite. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The reality is that they're all there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They'll see it all.
I don't shout them out in context because all my work, embodies all that.
It's all knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
embodies all that.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you for coming out today.
You already know, bro.
Looking forward to another one when we got some titles under us. So.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Boom.